after this, we'll know how it go. So we live now. I never.
Yep.
Let me put some banners. Let me see the banners. Rikers Island Q&A. So you can't tell when you're using StreamYard. You can't really tell when people come in or not.
Yeah, I know.
But I know how to. I know now.
Well, yeah, they get in this bathroom. You know what I mean? That's how we do, man. You know what I mean? We realists, man. You dig?
Yes, sir.
It's good though, man. How you doing, brother?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. Just think about the damn YouTube all day, every day.
I know, man. Yo, this shit is like I fucking eat, sleep, this shit.
Real,
this shit.
Man. It is. It
yo,
is.
I wake up 6 in the morning. I be looking at my phone, yo, like especially when you don't get that.
They getting in here.
Yeah.
What's good? We got 8 people in so far. And we
Damn,
got
I can't see
Lyte in here. Introduce yourself, man. Y'all seen him on the video.
Yo, what's good to the people, man? You know what I mean? You got your boy Lyte on the hill, you know what I'm saying? Representing if they only knew. You know what I'm saying? Then it is what it is, man. You know, New York, stand up.
Yeah. And I got my boy Lyte here. Y'all got any questions about Rikers Island? Any questions about upstate New York prison? Go ahead and shoot it, man. It's a Q&A. I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's Florida Prison Talk collabing with Lyte from the If They Only Knew podcast on YouTube. Make sure you guys go like and subscribe. You see the can you read the comments? They say where in New York you from?
I'm in the Bronx, man. Bronx, New York, man.
New York, yes, sir. Appreciate that.
I see.
Keep pushing. Hey, Froggy, Chris, Judo, salute.
Yeah. Yo, what's good, y'all?
Grim, what's good? Alexander Rocky Balboa. He's a new subscriber from Philly. Philly, stand up. For real. I was out in Philly, man, a few years ago. I was out in not Philly, in Pennsylvania, out in Wilkes-Barre. Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Yes. I didn't like that place, man. Yeah. He said he's from
quiet, right?
Yeah. It's
too quiet, right?
Yeah, I'm from Edenwald.
Are you from Edenwald? Yeah, I'm actually close to you. I'm actually from the Wild Wild West, man. West Tremont, University Ave, Murder Ave. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What's going on? What y'all been up to this weekend? What everybody been doing, man? Got these comments, okay. Yeah, you know when I was living in New York, man, you know I used to go to the Bronx every year. Everybody from Westchester, we all go to Fordham Road. That was like a big deal, bro.
Listen, man. Let me explain something to you. There's only a few places in the world that start with "duh," and the Bronx is one of them. You understand what I'm saying? When you say, you can't just say Bronx. You say "the Bronx." You can't say "the Queens," "the Brooklyn," "the Manhattan." Like, you can't say that. You say "the." You know what I mean?
Yep.
Emphasize.
Yeah, for real. We're gonna be doing a lot of these now. We know how it works, bro. Like all day, we're gonna be doing these, bro.
Yo, this joint type cool actually, man. Once me and my man get enough subscribers, man, we probably gonna do the same thing too, man. You know what I'm saying? Facts, yo.
Hey,
hell yeah.
If They Only Knew podcast on YouTube. Got my boy Lyte. Y'all shoot any questions about Rikers Island, upstate, Old Town in the house. Orlando, that's my favorite. Florida. Dream says salute.
Yeah. What up?
Ireland.
Salute to everybody in here already, man.
Yep.
Salute to everybody in here, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
For real. Salute, Ann. Thank you.
Yo, free dream bring. Yo, good luck, man. You already know, man. Bronx to Bronx, man. You dig?
Free Dream say, what maxes did you hit in the mountains?
What happened?
He want to know what maxes you went to when you was upstate.
I hit the only max I was in population was the Cat. The other ones was like I was like on some transit shit like Auburn. Yeah, I think it was just Auburn. Right. And Sullivan. To go to Sullivan Annex, I had to go to Sullivan. But the Cat was like the one main max that I was in. You know what I mean?
I think
I was in there for like about 2 years.
Auburn was
what happened?
My brother got in the most Auburn is probably where my brother had the most problems at, bro. He got stabbed in 05. Like Auburn, he started his sentence off in Clinton. It was popping off. Like it was, oh my God, man. I remember the letters, man, and it's weird because it changed so much.
Yep.
The letters he was writing home, the excitement he had about the stuff he was getting into. Like he was so young, man, and then now you see the letters now, man. That young, it done. You've been at war too long, but he's in a good spot right now. I'm not gonna say the spot, but he's in a good medium right now.
Good.
They call it groovy, so he, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I already know. Listen, I already know when she said groovy.
Yeah,
I already know what you're talking about because I was in that hub, so I already know.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I was across the street.
Okay. Free dream,
Yeah,
Auburn is for real, bro. My man. What do you say? I got an Auburn story, and I was only there to see my homie. Hey, bro, you want to, bro? Free dream. You want to go on? You can come book our shows or hit up the iTalk show if they only knew and speak on it, bro. For real. Auburn, like, hey, listen, it's crazy because when I be interviewing people and I ask them what's the worst max in New York State, I always expect them to say Attica. They be like, nah, man, it was Auburn. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Auburn is fucked up, man. That shit is old. Like, that's one of the older jails in the state. I think that shit, to my knowledge, I think it was built like in the 1800s or some shit like that. So that shit is fucked up, rat infested. Like that shit is bad, man. Like, like this, it's not just the violence, just the overall. The violence is popping too, cause niggas is miserable. You're in a miserable place. The shit look fucked up. I mean, I know it's jail, but damn, like the shit, rats all in that shit, holes in your cells, man. Like, yeah, that shit just crazy, man. And it's crazy because, to my knowledge, if I remember, they used to make the license plates in Auburn. I don't know if they still do. Matter of fact, I wonder, homie, if you hear, you know what I mean? Do they still make the license plates in Auburn? I remember in the 90s they were.
Somebody said Froggy say gotta go show Lyte's channel some love. Yes.
I appreciate you.
Love.
I appreciate you, Froggy. You know what I mean? If they only knew, and also, you know what I'm saying? We got this rap versus hood versus coming up starting next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Hit up the channel. Let us know, man. It's a $25 entry fee, but the fee goes to the pot. It's almost like a poker game. More money in the pot, bigger the pot is. More MCs, the better. And you know what I'm saying? Like it pushes each other's, it pushes each other's, you know, like talent, man. Like it makes you really dig in, man. Cause now you're going a week by week. If you made it to the next round, you're going in there hungry, like, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be a cool little event.
Yes.
Hey, Benjamin Reed, what's good?
And you said it's Benjamin Reed. That's my boy I was in the Marine Corps with. Hey, what's up, Reed? We was in Hawaii. We were stationed in Hawaii together, my boy. So yeah, he was my NCO when I first got to Hawaii. He was
that's crazy.
Reed. I was Lance Corporal Reed. Yes, sir. The introverted NCO. What's up?
That's crazy. What up, man?
I live in Orlando. Oh, Free Dream Brim, bro. The next time I'm in Orlando, which will be this month, my son's birthday, we gonna link up, bro, for real. Yeah. Oh yeah, listen, back to the rap thing. Is acapella?
Yeah, it's acapella. Because like our first one, we tried with a beat, and you know, a lot of people don't like a certain beat. So to try to get one beat and send that to mad people might be a little difficult. And then the beat, you might not hear the beat on Zoom. Right. You know what I mean? They get you all off beat. So, you know, if you know, acapella straight up, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what
and you know, like, you know, we're gonna have judges there, like I said, man, you know, it's a little prize, it's a non-profit event. Me and my man, you know, we're not getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So any money we collect from that, it goes to the winners. First place, like I said, they'll get, you know, if it's, you know, 16 people, you know, the prize might be like $350. Second place might be $150. If it's 32 people, now I'll be talking about $750 for first place and $250 for second place. You know what I mean? So, you know, come on, man. You know, I got, you know, we still got some slots, man. You know what I mean? Like we still got some slots. You know, reach out, you know, to my boy. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to me. Huh?
How much is it per slot?
It's only $25 per slot. Okay. No, it's only $25 overall. That's it. Just $25 one-time fee. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, introverted CEO say no corny bars. I'll tune into that.
All right. Yeah, definitely. What you can do is you can go back to our channel and you can look at the 2 previous hood versuses, and you can actually see how we did it. Again, it was our first 2-1, so it's not going to be perfect. You know, this is something I never did before, so that's why I'm really trying to emphasize this one here. I'm trying to make this one history. You know what I mean?
Got you. Yes, yes. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Florida Prison Talk, the If They Only Knew podcast.
Make sure I'm loving this.
Subscribe.
I'm loving this, man. That's what's up, man.
Real.
Yo, love to everybody who watching, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all stay safe out there, man. You know what I mean? Don't get, leave all that sucker shit, man. Leave that shit alone, man. Shit's for the birds, man.
Yes,
sir. You know, that shit ain't cool, man. You know what I mean? I wish I didn't go to prison. Put it like that. I wish I don't got these felonies. You know what I mean?
She said I can't find his channel. If you go to talk to him, bro. She said.
Yeah. What you can do is, let me see. I'm trying to think of a good way how maybe I could put it in the chat. Maybe I could put the link in the chat. You think that might work?
It has something there that says banners. You can click on push banners and go to create banner and put the words what you want them to see on there.
Let me see. I see Mike, Cam, Mike, chat, and leave.
And above that, it should say comment, banner, brand. Maybe I can see.
Yeah, I think you're going to see that. Wait, let me see.
Froggy, go in the search bar on YouTube. I found out this works, and put in iTalk, ITOK, and it usually comes up.
Yep. Thank you, man.
Okay. Introverted CO say, no mumble rappers. I'm from Brooklyn.
Listen, man. We don't do the mumble rap, man. And it's gonna be hard to mumble rap if you acapella. Like,
that's real.
Like a motherfucker ain't going. There's no way. Yo, and commend to those that can mumble rap off of acapella. I commend y'all guys, man. You know what I mean?
Introverted CO said, put your link in the chat. He'll sub. Let me I gotta fix Introverted CO. This is our first time using this. We know how to use it. Everybody keep on saying, can you drop your link? Let me see. I talk.
Let me see if I can go into the. Let me see if I can go into the chat and drop it. Let me see.
Okay, let me see.
The chat. Oh fuck, man.
See, this ain't the regular live, so it's hard to reply. Like this is the
stream. I know.
Let me see. Banner. Let me see. And you got any questions about Rikers Island? Any questions about upstate? And we got the introverted CO. He's a guard in the Florida Department of Corrections. Any questions, shoot him out. Florida Prison Talk and the If They Only Knew podcast on YouTube with my boy Lyte and his co-host Joe Cruz.
Woo.
Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Everybody's saying they can't find your channel. We got to find a way to put it in the thing.
Yeah, we got to find a way.
Like I was trying to look. 4 people already. Let me see.
I know.
You know, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna come right back in real quick. One moment.
All right.
Y'all stay. I'm gonna get the link right now. I'm gonna get it right now. ITOK. Yep. If you put in ITOK, it comes right up. So boom, share. Okay, copy link. All right, boom, let's go. Banner. All right, boom, enter banner. Let's see. That's the link, but I'm not sure if you can click on it, but that's the link to the page. Let me see, let me put another one. All right. Put
appreciate everybody in here, man. Word up, man. Showing love, man. New York loves everybody, man.
Yes, sir.
We love everybody, man. We New York, baby. We love y'all, man.
Yes, sir. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right. Put iTalk in the search bar and his channel should come up.
Beautiful. Perfect. That's what's up, yo.
The next time we come on here, we're gonna have it where y'all gonna be able to click some stuff and go right to it. It's our first time. Very first time. We didn't try running nuts, we went right into it.
Listen, man, I'm loving the love right now, man. And people's even in here, man. You know what I mean? Fucking with us right now, man. It's Saturday.
What's your recent video title? They trying to find it. The last video.
The recent one we did was the Stone Sailor.
The Stone Sailor. I wish. Let's see. Yeah, next year. BX, stand up. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way in. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Go ahead and smash that like button on the way in. Bam.
Smash it, baby. Smash it, yo.
Building a boat while we sail. Introverted CO in the building. And we got my bad about earlier, bro. We gonna get the time to do the part 2. Anthony Mackey. Hold on, what Alexander just asked? My bad. He said, "Can you answer my question?" Let me go back up. I asked, oh my bad, Alexander. I didn't see. It's going down. Let me go back. Alexander, keep pushing, fellas. I seen that one. Appreciate that. Where's the Alexander question?
Yeah, I was trying to look for it too.
Alexander. What's up, Jack Williams from the UK?
I asked you already.
Yeah, bro, I can't find your channel.
Yeah, I can't find it either.
Alexander, can't see him. I don't know why. Free Dream said, "What year did you hit the island?"
Oh man, numerous years, man. I was on the island 92, 93, 94, and I went up north in 95. And there were different cases, obviously, but those are all the years I was in the island. You know what I mean?
Copy and paste the link as a comment in the chat. Right? I'm trying to learn how to. VA, stand up for the 7th city. My Marine boy, Newport News. They call it bad news. 92, 93, 95. Be more, stand up. I used to be in Be more when I was stationed out in Quantico. I'm trying to figure out how to put that link in the comments. Froggy found it. Good job, Froggy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alexander, shoot the questions again. I didn't see him. None of us seen him.
I'm in my bathroom, people. You know what I mean? This is real, man. There's nothing's edited, man. We in the hood, man. We, still in NY, man. You know what I mean? It's real, man. My bathroom right here. I keep it real, man. You know what I'm saying? It's my office right here.
Hell yeah. Yes, sir. Anthony.
Normally I'll be having a little virtual background on my joint so people don't really see, but it's a person, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Subscribing to his page, Froggy.
Thank you. Thank you, Froggy. I appreciate you.
Shoot the question again, Alexander. My bad, didn't see it. There is the link. Froggy, you put the link? Where you... My boy Reed, I was in the Marine Corps with, want to know, what would you say is the major difference between a violent and non-violent felony?
As far as what? Like? As
far as time-wise and all that.
I mean, time-wise, it depends. Like, it depends on, you mean like how much time you get for the crimes? Is that what he's trying to shoot at?
Yep.
Yeah, a violent crime, pretty much what both ways you're like a menace to society. But when you commit that violent crime, it's like you can put others at risk. Whereas a drug sale is more like an addiction and it's something that you might be able to get help for. When people are violent, there might not be no help for that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why they give more time to the violent offenders, because somebody's harmed, maybe it might mess up their mental down the road. You know what I mean? So I think that's why they give more time. That's just in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, DC Irish One? Respect to you too. Feeling Froggy, you definitely a rider. Yeah, Green Vice Domestic. Yeah, hey, listen, it's the Florida Prison Talking I Talk Show. If They Only Knew podcast on YouTube. My boy Lyte right here. Y'all make sure y'all go like and subscribe. They interview people that have been through the Department of Corrections. He tells his story about Rikers Island and the upstate New York prison system. They speak on different topics.
Wow, we've been on this shit for 19 minutes? Yo, that's crazy how time flies, yo.
I know, and I think that Alexander, I didn't see his doggone comment. Hey, Free Dream Brim. Okay.
Never mind. Nah. We want to hear that question, man. Yeah, man. Nah, we don't want to leave nobody behind. Straight up.
Thank you, Froggy. I'm gonna keep posting your link so people can come and find it. Appreciate you.
Alexander, you still listening? We want to hear that question, man. It's all good. Please.
Yes.
No, I mean, we here for the views, man. We love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we love it, man. We love y'all, man. You know, listening to our stories, listen to people we bring on, sharing their story, because that's not easy, yo. Sharing a story, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people get it confused. You know, like a lot of stuff that I talked about, I already had copped out or already was convicted of. So I don't mind sharing that information. You know what I'm saying?
DC Irish one want to know how much time did you do?
I did 6 years altogether. I went in 94 and came out 2000.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And that, bro, I ain't like those stories was fire, bro, because you was telling the good, the bad, and the ugly, man, for real, bro. That was one of my favorite dudes. That's a fact.
Man, listen, I appreciate. I mean, I just, it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I was like niggas mushing me and shit, but nigga got his ass whipping there, yo. Like straight up, man. Like, you gotta be able to take them losses, man. You know what I mean? You have to. It makes you a better person, man. Believe me. Because if you constantly, huh?
I got a question. When you got to Rikers Island, DC Irish said he did from 92 to 05 here in Florida. Hey, DC Irish, email me, man, at FloridaPrisonTalk@gmail.com. Email me, DC Irish. I got to get some more Florida. That's my page, Florida Prison Talk. It's been hard to locate y'all. Email me so we can get an interview in at FloridaPrisonTalk@gmail.com. All right, this is my question for you, Lyte. Hey, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe, man, to my boy Lyte's page, I Talk Only New. This is my question. When you was at Rikers Island, you were speaking on. Oh yeah, okay, my bad. Let's go back to Alexander's question real quick. If you're not black or Hispanic, how do you get treated?
If you're not black or Hispanic,
yeah.
So pretty much if you white or any other nationality, man, especially on the island, man, that's the shit I used to hate, man. Like, a lot of white people obviously don't live in the city or committing crime. Like I said, it might be one white dude to the whole house, and they'll put him on Broadway, taking his commissary. When they go to commissary, he got to give them a pack of cigarettes or 2 packs and a pack of cookies and a 2-liter soda, like smacking these dudes, like burning their feet with tissue. Man, like that shit is corny, man. Like I get it, man. Niggas is in jail. But it don't mean you gotta act like an animal, man. You wasn't born no animal, man. When we all born, we're not born with a bad bone in our body. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So you gotta think about that. Like God or whoever you believe in didn't make you to come out to be bad. The choices and the environment that's around you is what made you like that. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't mean you go there and you got power or you size, you go and pick on somebody. And I've seen that plenty of times when bigger nigga pick on a smaller nigga, and that smaller nigga would drop him straight up. He'd be lumped up. You know what I mean? So, like that, it's sad what they do, especially to like whites and the Asians that come in there. You know what I'm saying? Like they really do them dirty, man. Like no lie, man. Like that's just type fucked up actually, man. You know what I mean?
So they don't got no white gangs in New York State prisons?
I mean, they do. That's in upstate. In Rikers Island, I'm in the city. Like, especially Bronx, Brooklyn, and Harlem. Like, nigga, when I grew up, there wasn't a single white person in my neighborhood. Not on my block. Not that I can remember. And if he did, he was like black. He was like us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was poor like us. But like a upper class, like, nah, man. Like, they wasn't living around here like that, man. So, so in the city itself. So when I was there, there wasn't a lot of whites that was in jail. There wasn't a lot of white gangs on Rikers Island. Now upstate, because you got Buffalo and Rochester and Syracuse, that's where a lot of, white people live at in those parts of New York State. So when you go to those jails, you might see the white gangs. But as far as Rikers Island, nah, no way.
Hey, real quick, what's going on? Oh, Reed, I don't even identify as white no more. I'm just green on me.
Yeah, and listen, and I'm not, I'm not trying to say like, you know what I mean, like, because I got a little bit of Polish in me. You know what I'm saying? So
it is, man. That's all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to, say anything negative like that. I'm being honest, man. Like it was just rough for them, man. Like I love everybody, man. Like you said, you could be green, white, pink, I love everybody, man. Long as people don't cross them lines, you know what I mean?
Yep, no problem, Alexander. Listen, this is what I wanted to ask you. And when you was in Rikers Island, when we did that video, you was doing a lot of fighting. You said you were doing a lot of fist fighting. What made you go from the fist fighting to the knife?
Well,
What
only went to
made that decision that day? Like, you know what? I'm not fighting no more. It's knife play.
no. That I only had one incident with that cutting that time because that was more of a personal thing because you crossed that line with my mom's. So to me, how I always look at it like this: there should never be any weapon brought out unless there's some serious violations, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, we can fight it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can just fight, especially in jail. Like, where you gonna cut me? And then what I might see you 10 years from now, and now I'm cutting you back like, yo, like that shit's corny. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the only time I used that razor because that was a personal thing. Like you violated. You know what I'm saying? So that it wasn't no like I wanted to switch over because I already knew that I'm looking at Wild Time. Like I wasn't a bad person, so I'm not gonna go around just cutting people just for no reason. Like that doesn't, no, it doesn't make any sense. Like they was even when the gang members first started forming, dudes was cutting niggas' grandmoms on the visit floor to initiate in the gangs and all that. Like they were like, what type? Hey, really? You gonna cut a nigga's grandma to fucking get into a gang? Like, come on, man. Like for real. Like that person is a civilian. That person ain't got nothing to do with the streets. People get that twisted. There's a difference between hood rules and being a civilian. If you're working, you're not committing any crime with me, you are a civilian. You should not be touched by any street person, period. Now, if you in the street and we ride in the same codes, then yeah, then you ride that code. But to cross them lines, like, nah, man, like that, for what? Like, I'm a working dude. So if a nigga rob me, I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm busting my ass getting this check, and you want to take from my kids for the future? You know what I mean? Like, nah, man, like that's whack, man. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody's listening that's kind of involved with that shit, fall back, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if dudes is really about that action, you'll step to somebody who's really about that action. And there's dudes that I've seen that's about that action, and they back it up, man. So if you're not willing to go that whole thing, man, don't fuck with it, yo. Like, fall back and just be yourself. Be who you are. You don't gotta be this person, and you don't have to be, yo. Because you see these rappers, these niggas running around here talking about how they popping off, and these niggas is dying. And these dudes got dudes around them that's live wires, and they still dying. So what do that tell you? You know what I'm saying? You got to be about that action, So that's my take on that, man. Like, it is what it is, you know what I mean? But
that's what's Mastermind 219. BK, stand up. BK, stand up.
Let's go, Brooklyn in the house.
Yes, sir.
I'm definitely from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Brim, you know what I mean? Born and raised, man. My whole life, man, in the Bronx, man. I'm what they call a real New Yorker, man. I don't never want to leave my city, ever. You know what I'm saying? Ever.
Yeah. I can't deal with the cold weather no more, man. I moved to Florida in '94 from New York. I cannot deal with the cold weather no more, man. I don't see how y'all, listen, I don't understand how y'all go winter after winter after winter. I can't do it.
Man, listen, you know how it is cold. So when I was up north and the snow was like up to the top of the door and like shit like that shit. And plus I used to play football, you know what I mean? Like I didn't kind of say that on the joint because, but I used to play football, like a minor league football for like a few years in New York City. So, you know what I mean? So, we love that cold football plays, man. We love that. And then, when I used to hustle, man, like, hustling that cold, man. That's why I used to love getting that money. It was nice and cold.
Right.
And cold. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
Alexander said, are there any outside charges for a knife if you get caught?
Oh, hell yeah. So what happens is it depends on what county you in, right? So, obviously the farther you go from the city, the more likely they probably want to press charges if you get caught with a gap, which is the razor or the banger. Like they definitely try to give you at least one of the thirds or three. Like at least it's almost like you carrying a gun in the street. You know what I mean? Like now you're their state property and you're carrying a weapon on their state property. So if they want to, they could charge you. You know, I was lucky that I didn't get charged. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I guess maybe they didn't want to charge me. I didn't have to go to court. You know, thank God. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to add no more extra time for having that razor, like, for no reason. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. He said, have you seen any $150s in there?
Come on, man. Are you kidding me? I got $150s. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I seen some of the nastiest cuts, you know, to my eyes, man. Like, I'll never forget this dude got caught with a rug, man, and he got cut heavy. And I'm talking about heavy, man, like to where fam collapsed at the metal detector. Like, yeah, like it was like that, man. Like I seen, when I was even up north, man, I seen a dude get a fucking splash with hot oil, man, in his face.
Dang.
You know, so
that's serious.
Yeah, so imagine you seeing that person's skin just bubbling, like they trying to put their face in a towel, and when they put their face in a towel, some of the skin is in a towel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but listen, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. I appreciate everybody in here. Florida Prison Talk. I talk. If they only knew, my boy Lyte. We in here. Listen, my brother was at Auburn or Comstock. He got caught with the hot oil, bro. He had some problems. He had been through stabbings and everything, and he was headed to a dude's cell to get him. Banger in his hand. And before he got to the dude's cell, another dude was like, yo, Rod's coming. And as soon as my brother got to the cell, bro, that hot oil was waiting for him, and they hit him with it. And but he's glad. He said that he's glad he was able to dodge a lot when a lot caught him, but he was glad that he didn't get in that cell because he said that he would have got another sentence because he was going in there to finish him off. That was when he was younger. He was younger in that sentence.
See, sometimes things happen for a reason. Yeah, he might have got caught, but if he'd have got into that cell, like you said, you probably wouldn't be talk because of wouldn't, you know, they giving heavy time. You know what I mean? A body man, like, you know what I mean?
Bro, he went to Southport. He went to the box for that because he was outside his cell. He was in somebody else's area, whatever. He went to the box for that.
But that's how it be. Most of the times when there's a situation like that, they usually, you know, both parties are going. Just because if you leave one party out there and if they got a crew or name the gang, that shit can start like an all-out war. You know what I mean? Right at that instance. Now, if you send both of them to the box, you know, now people got to find out what happened. They got to get it tight. So it gives the COs the time to diffuse any situations if they see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Suffolk County in here. Panoramics. Appreciate that. Panoramics. John Bartel, salute. My boy Benjamin Reed, the artist, my Marine buddy. Hit that like button. What Benjamin said. How long after you receive your paperwork does it usually take for a court appearance on a state felony hey, Ben. Hey, my Marine, what you got going on, man? You keep asking these court questions. Everything good over there, San Diego, over there?
Word, facts, man. You got a lot of questions. You might want to tap in offline on this one. All right. Like we got something in the works there, man. I don't know, man. Gotta be careful. People are lurking on this joint, so please be careful.
All right, Nathan, I talked to you. Strong Island. That's right.
Strong Island, that's Long Island, baby. Strong Island. Come on, you know what that is, man. Strong Island, Long Island, man. They can hop in the LI too. Don't get it twisted, yo. I fucks with LI, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Froggy, I will be needing mod soon. Hey, babe, my wife in here. Yep, what's going on? The Winchesters, yep. Dave Dollar. Chris Abbott, he got endements. Hold on, let me try to go back to the easy and one strong out. Yeah, I was in I stayed in Long Island for a little bit with my dad in Hempstead. I was up in Hempstead, man, for a little while.
So you know.
Yeah, I was up in Hempstead. I was young though. Yep. You already know I'm from Coram. All right, Nathan Bet, I got you. Listen, them COs upstate, man. They be beating people up like it's legal, right?
Oh man, yo, dude. And see, a lot of dudes. See, I was trying to stay away from the bullshit. So a lot of dudes would like fuck with like staff members that's like civilians. And you don't know these civilians, right? They brother work in the jail, or they probably, incest or whatever the case may be, or their husband works in there. And some of these dudes, they got game, so they talking, they locked up. It's the same thing. Like when chicks in the street, when dudes come home, chicks like, oh man, your wave spinning, your diesel. It's the same thing in there. They see these jail dudes, see dudes in there working around, looking dudes, looking right, looking young, so they be giving it up to dudes, and dudes slip up, and then they get caught. Now they got the chick talking about, yo, he raped you, right? And the chick don't want to lose her job. She don't want everybody to know. She's gonna say, yep, you sure did rape me. And sometimes they will lose you in the system. And what that means is that once they get you in that box, and your family, if you don't got a family like that, or you might have one that wasn't around like that, they found out you wasn't in there. Oh no, they went to such and such. Now the leather gets there. Oh no, but they went to this jail, man. Before you know it, man, that person can be buried in Pilot's Field. You know what I'm saying? Like they was doing dudes like that in Clinton, to my knowledge. Like they was burying dudes like under the gym. To my understanding, I think it was Clinton. If anybody older than me that was kind of around, correct me if I'm wrong. But to my knowledge, I know they was burying dead inmates underneath the gym floor.
I heard that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the shit they used to do. Like even with the Attica riot, right? Like so when you're in the jail, when you're in the maximums, like they guns are supposed to have them rubber bullets in there because they supposed to, be able to harm you so when you can't move but not to kill you. You understand what I'm saying? And these guards in the Attica joint, they was putting live ammo inside the gun and shooting into the crowd of inmates and whatever police that the inmates held hostage. You know what I mean? So that's just the type of shit that, that they be on, man. Like even when, like we have riots, man, they be throwing the fucking tear gas over the fence, all over the jail, the whole jail. That shit just be looking like a fucking war zone, dude. Like you in Iraq, yo. Like, you know what I mean? Like you see all the smoke on the walkway. You see dudes covering their face with the t-shirts in this way, and they'll grab the joint with like a towel, try to throw it back over the fence, man. Like, but police, they were up north, they would do you real greasy. They'll do you greasy on the island, but up north it's a different greasy. It's more of a hatred towards our kind. Yeah. And no disrespect to anybody that's white, and what I mean when I say like crackers, that's more of the white people who are racist. That's who I call crackers. So when I say crackers, there's no disrespect to the white race. It's more of the racist ones that are vicious, and they get vicious up there. You know what I mean? Like that's the difference. You know what I mean? To me, anyway. You know what I mean?
All right, Alexander. I already know. You know the question on the thing.
Come on, man. Come on, man. The Bronx, man. Come on. When put it like this, man. Like the Yankees play in the Bronx. Everybody in New York wears that Yankee hat, man. That's when you know you're official, man. Now don't get it twisted, man. Love the Brooklyn, man. You know what I'm saying? Love the Queens, Harlem, Staten Island, man. You know what I mean? Like every borough have they rough spots in there. Like Staten Island might have like Park Hill, and more than one place like Queens might have Far Rock and Queensbridge. And then obviously Brooklyn got just mad PJs all up and down that joint. And then, you got Harlem, and then obviously the Bronx. You know what I mean? It always, even since the 80s and 90s, the Bronx and Brooklyn always been the two highest body counts. You know what I mean? Like always been the most violence out the five boroughs that's in New York. You know what I mean? So, I would never say which borough is the hardest. You know what I mean? But Brooklyn and Bronx, man, they're definitely they neck to neck, man. Yeah. Straight up.
I'm from Jersey. We go hard too. That's a fact.
Yeah, fact. Hell yeah. Yo, let me tell you something. This part of Jersey I would not walk through if I'm not strapped. Straight up. Cause listen, they out there shooting police. They don't get too fucking. What you think they'll do to me? I don't know.
Crazy. Yeah, I got family in Patterson and Brunswick. Yo, you dead, right? He said, what happens if you hit a CO?
If you hit a CO,
Yeah.
well, a few things gonna happen. So number one, obviously they're gonna pound you out, and that pound out can be something severe. So they're gonna pound you out. They're going, and it might not even be no face shots. It might be just rib shots, and they'll leave you in your cell with cracked ribs for weeks at a time. You know what I mean? Like they'll starve you. You know what I mean? Then after that, if they have enough evidence to whereas you stole up on them first, if they want to, they can press charges, and you can get a new charge for hitting a CO. You don't see it commonly, but you do. But you will see it though, here and there. You know what I mean? But listen, man. At the end of the day, like I said, if you coming up in there and talking like you about that life, it's green light on inmates and COs. That's how I look at it. Don't just be one way and being green light on inmates, and then when it comes to COs, you over there eating cheese like a church mouse. Like, nah, like if you're gonna do me dirty and pound me out to the ground, when that cracker slap you senseless, you better do the same thing to them. Don't give me, boy, it's a new charge. It's a new charge. You could cut me too.
Right.
If I was to go and say I want to press charges, I can press charges on you. So what's the difference?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't. Washington Heights always been the most violent. Let's see what I say. Perth Amboy. Perth Amboy. My boy Figueroa. I was in the Marine Corps with. Talk about Perth Amboy all the time.
Yeah.
I got a homeboy from Vineland, South Jersey. Vineland.
That's what's up, man. Peace to everybody, man. Peace, man.
Hey, that Rikers Island story was funny though, man. When you said, because somebody else was in the comments and they spoke about it, how he said that the phone was hanging, and he thought. So that's what the phone do. It just hangs down.
So all right. So this is how it goes, right? The phones are different now, right? The phones, you got to pay for it out of your account now. So there might be still phone time, but you still got to pay for it out your pocket, or unless if you extort somebody to, they pay for your calls. Other than that, when I was on the island, no phones was free. So it was like you calling from house to house. So usually everybody that don't rock, or they whatever they want to call them, they don't touch that phone until after a certain time. So they might not touch that phone until they be given the phone from like 9 to 5, and then after like 5, that's when I think the CO stopped the phone like at 5, but I can't remember. I think they stopped it at 5 and they put it back on at 8 or something like that. So once 8 o'clock comes, that's slot time. So dudes will have 8 to 8:30, 8:30 to 9, 9 to 9:30, 9:30 to 10, and then the person that usually runs the house have both mics from 10 to 11 because that's their mics. They usually it's 2 phones. And then there was times that they made one phone the black phone and one phone the Hispanic phone, and that shit is just like it's a fucking phone, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But how much cooler are you going to do in the day that you can't let somebody else use the phone? And like I said, in my beginning, man, I was just playing my position. I don't even want that phone because I'm just working on this case. You know what I mean? Like I said, then when I got to Mark 2 with my man, Wild Bill, he gave me, my own little slot time. I think I had like 8:30 to 9 or some shit like that.
That sounds like a perfect time. Hold on, real quick. Why it sound different now? Your voice started sounding different. Like you was in a helium balloon. That's what it sounds like now.
Oh, my bad.
There it is.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I had the 8:30 to 9. And, a lot of times, if I really made my calls or really talk to who I got to talk to, there was somebody that needed to make a call. Like, you want to make a call, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, just because they don't get busy like that don't mean they can't call their loved ones at a certain time, too, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's trash, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but, yeah, like those phones. So a lot of times when the phone is hanging, it's either the dude that was on the slot time finished making their calls, or maybe they curled their answer the phone because they was out there with Jody, so they didn't answer that call. So now they probably pissed off, they in the bathroom, probably don't get the black tail, short eye, whatever, handling themselves, and the phone might just be hanging. So slot time is your slot time. So nobody's supposed to be on your time. So, you know what I mean? I just thought that shit was just there, like nobody wanted to use it. I'm like, shit. I literally just got to that. I had to make a call. I know. I know now, but I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yep. GMB Jeff, what's good? Appreciate that, man.
Yo, we getting love in here, yo. How many
HNIC forever say Lyte 100. That's what's up.
Oh, yeah, man.
Appreciate you, Alexander. Appreciate you too, Chris.
Yo, and T and you know, shout out to the ones that was getting super busy in there. Like I would never take that away from them. Like they'll do that, you know, have the phones, and you know, that's to each his own, man. That's how you want to live life. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, in order to change, you gotta change in there. You know, if you was taken out here in the streets, you shouldn't be taken from somebody here if you're trying to change.
That's right, man. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're still doing the same thing. You're just in a different environment now. That's all.
That's right. Yep. Hey, it's easy one. Florida Prison Talk. We got the iTalk show. If they only knew. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to my boy Lyte's page. If you go in the search bar, listen, next time we come on here, we're going to have links and everything. If you go in the search bar, we come on in tomorrow too. If you go in the search bar, put in iTalk, ITOK, and it's going to come up. They interview people that have been through the Department of Corrections, and he tells his own story on his page too. Fire content. Y'all mess with them boys.
Yeah, we just released the Stone Sailor. So if anybody, you know what I mean, he's an ex-federal officer. But he was in the Navy SEALs, and you know his pops was confrontations. So it's a pretty interesting story. So go check it out, man. You know what I mean?
Okay, John Bartell. How can we find your music, bro?
Facts.
What do we need to put in on YouTube?
Yeah, facts. Word.
Y'all go ahead and shoot them questions to my boy Lyte, man. He was upstate, Rikers Island. Shoot them questions out. It's a Q&A. Talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Appreciate that, John. HNIC. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
Word, man.
That's very interesting. Battle bigger bills. Always fire. But it seemed like, bro, with all the stuff going on Rikers Island, when it's all said and done, it just seems like all of the violence was over phones, man.
I mean, so it was over phones and commissary, right?
Okay.
So those are the two biggest things, you know. And then after that, it's like, you know, drugs, whatever. You know what I mean? But definitely full time, definitely commissary. You know what I mean? Like those were like the two main things, man. You know, some niggas, they got family in there to take care of them, so they only know how to get it, you know, take from somebody else. Which, you know, like I said, I understand. But if you're trying to change your life, you need to change your life. You know what I'm saying? Like go in there and find the hustle, man. You know, there's plenty of hustles in there, man. Shit, you know what I mean? Like all type of shit, man. You sell cigarettes, juggle cigarettes. You know, if you go in the commissary, you know, you say spend like $50. I forgot what the number was. 55, some crazy shit. I forgot how much it was. You know, go in there and juggle some cigarettes. Yo, here you go, fam. Yo, here's like 3 cigarettes. You just give me like 10 cigarettes back. Yeah, you know, stuff like that. Like, you don't have to go in there and take from people. You can hustle in there, man. There's always a hustle. You can make shit. You can, there was a dude that was able to fix our Walkmans when we had our Walkmans in there. Like there's all types of hustles, man. You ain't gotta go take from people, man. You know what I mean?
Somebody said, HNIC forever say, Lyte, where in the BX did you grow up?
Oh, the Wild Wild West, man. Where hip hop started at, man. You know what I'm saying? Over there about, you know what I'm saying? Over that west side, man. Like
if it wasn't for the Bronx, rap shit probably never would be going on. So tell me where you're from.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Trinitario's going to war now with the Bloods. Listen, I did an interview the other day with my boy Chulo, and he had his homeboy on the phone during the interview, live from the box at Kaksaki. It was so, the understanding of it was so weird, so I didn't upload it, but I still have it on my Zoom. He was saying, bro, like it's on and popping, like it's really hard for them to coexist in the dorm at the same time now. And when I hear this stuff, man, it hurts me to my heart, bro, to hear this is going on, man.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean,
will there ever be peace in the prison system?
Nah, man, because the way they got that shit hooked up, man, like it's a revolving door, man. Like put it like this, right? If people stop going to jail, You know how many people lose their job? Think about it like that. So from the arresting officer, right, to the sergeants on your paper in the precinct, right, to the people that get you into the bullpens, right, them CEOs there, right. Now we talking about CEOs that work on the island, lawyers, judges, the bail people, like you name it, all of them people lose their job. So that that right there, that would never go away ever,
Got you.
ever. It
Mm.
might it might be hitting like how racism is hitting in America now. You know what I'm saying? But it's always there. It only takes just one situation, one fist fight where two gang members and one felt some type of way. You know what I mean? And go back and that shit just turns out into a war, man. It's just a shame because we all live in the same communities, man. Like especially in New York when all them gangs is forming, these is next door neighbors that is popping off on each other. Like y'all moms know each other for like 30 years. What are you doing hurting your neighbor?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh,
and I heard
curiosity jumped the blood leader. Oh, so that's why that popped off like
that's
that? They
crazy. You know what else is weird though, man? I be seeing some of these documentaries and stuff about the projects in Brooklyn and Queens and all these places. And bro, half the projects be blood and the other half be Crip. And it's the same projects. Like they grew up together as kids, man. Somebody
is.
explain this to me.
Yeah. Listen, man. Yo, I thank God, like my oldest son, he'll be 22. You know, I thank God that, I taught him and I kept it real with him, man. Like, I was in jail, like, you don't want to go there, man. I thank God he ain't getting mixed in to anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think now it has to start with the parents too, man. Like, if we was in the predicaments or it was rough, yo, we gotta school our children. You don't gotta be their friend. You school them. You let them know, listen, this is what can happen. You know what I mean? That's where it starts at, man. You know what I mean? And it's sad though, man. Like I wish it can stop, but unfortunately, man, the way it's set up, man, like the way and what's crazy is that they'll make houses specifically a blood house, right? And because this new inmate comes in, get him a little resistant arrest. CEOs want to be an asshole, but he was giving us a tough time. You know what? Let's throw him up in the blood dorm.
Mm.
Now they throw him in the blood dorm, knowing what he repping. Dudes are going to eye him, like dudes are going to look. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it gotta start from home, man. Like we gotta build up our children from home. So if God forbid, if they do get into these situations, they know what the right choice is. Like I knew not to be racist against anybody, against no Hispanic, against no black, against nobody. And I'm not saying that racism doesn't happen. I just was never faced with it, only with I said with the prison guards upstate. But other than that, I've never been faced with that because I don't, I just don't vibe like that, yo. You know what I mean? I
Yep.
just it's sad, man. You know what I mean? And any gang members, if y'all are listening and looking at this joint, let's try to create some peace, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, man, like you ain't winning that battle. It's going to keep on happening. More lives are going to be taken. Some of, God forbid, people who listening, children can be taken. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if that's you and you in your crib and your child gets shot, God forbid, through that window. How would you feel when you heard that it was a bunch of gang members? You ain't trying to hear that. Not for your child or not for any loved one. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you got to really look at it like that, man. Word, man.
That's the thing I want to ask you, man. Like you was going upstate, man. They had these gangs and stuff that are Bloods, the Latin Kings. With all the peer pressure, all the influences around you, how was you able to avoid being in the gang?
Because I'm a leader. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a leader. Like even when I came home, man, like, you know what I mean? Like became store manager at my job, convictions and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be a leader. Like stop being a follower, stop following. And I'm not saying I didn't make stupid mistakes in my life. Like, of course, you know what I'm saying? But I'm here to tell you, this is what happened after the mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, like it's, That's the most sad thing. How he got locked up and asked how so losing their mind, going crazy. Yeah, I mean, yo, it was to a point. I don't mean to kind of jump. I just want to kind of go off that comment that
I'm
just
chilling.
popped up.
Yeah, I'll put it
So
there. Yeah, there you go.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So like, I remember there was this one dude, man. I'll never forget, man. He was in a cell like across, and the nigga was breeding rats through his wall. Like he had a wall in his cell, and he had like rats, man. Like, and he was in there for a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, people hanging themselves. Like you hear it, yeah, like shit like that. Like, cause you know, like especially when you in like a max, you know, after a certain time, everything is quiet because everybody usually not quiet, but like around like 3, you know, probably most likely a lot of people would probably be sleeping or whatever, especially if they're in the cell, and you just hear like shit like that, like, and then you see the COs running to the fucking gate, trying to, you know, maybe the door got jammed, maybe they act like it was jammed, and you just see them just hanging there, man. Like that shit is just like, yo, that shit is just fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I heard some people say that, like when they in the, I heard some people say that they actually feel the safest at the end of the day when they're in the cell and the doors are closed. You agree with that?
well, it depends on what max you in. So if you're in the max that got the actual, like, you know, the movie jail bars, like those, you know, you might get lit on fire.
Mm.
Now, if you in the cap where the door's like it's kind of solid and you just see like the square window, then yeah, because nobody can squeeze nothing in your cell and you know light you up over the
Gotcha.
longest you've done in the box. Yeah, I did 13 months in key block, box
Hey,
key block. Yeah, so like I said, I was in green and I caught key block time, which was 6 months. So before you go to key block, you go to the box. So I was in the box, I think, for like 3 weeks, and then they shipped me over to the cap. And then the cap, that's when I was in key block. But altogether, about 13 months.
bro, that's a long time.
Yeah,
So,
man.
is it when you were back in the box back? Is it constant yelling all day? Is motherfuckers on the gate all day just talking shit?
Yo, dudes be funny as shit too.
Oh,
No
for real?
lie. Like yeah, like dudes be cracking jokes all night long. Like in the cat, when you in the max in the key block, you have like a little metal box on your wall that's for you to listen to music to. So dudes would listen to like certain stations and you hear like sports, dudes would crack. Like that's where I got the name Ted Zolkoff from in the cat. Cause even though I was in the box, I knew all the scores to the games. I knew what players scored what. Like, you know what I mean? Like we just entertained ourselves. You know what I mean? But yeah, like especially when, you know, gang members is, you know, roll call and they all, you know, out the window screaming out, you know what I mean? But you know, all they think you hear other gang members like shouting, you know what I'm saying, they join out, you know what I mean? But again, there's a time where it get quiet. Obviously everybody got to go to sleep and usually COs would come down and if you too loud, they're gonna tell you to shut up.
Did you
You know
have
what I'm saying?
a bunk mate in the box?
Say that again?
Did you have a bunk mate in the box? A celly?
Not in key block. No, I have my own cell.
Okay.
But there is majority of the boxes now. I know to my saying there aren't double bunk boxes because you know there's a lot of gangs. So obviously, gonna be a lot of people in the box, or just in general, there might be other situations, whatever case it may be, people be in the box. Like they got certain jails that are just for boxes, like Southport, which is just strictly segregated. Like everybody's in there. People got like life in there, like all type of stuff. And then you got the S blocks. Those started coming after I was kind of on my way out. So I didn't get a chance to actually see one because that was like in the late 90s and I was almost on my way out the door. But they got the S boxes where those are double bunk boxes. They got their own, I think they got their own shower and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Inside the box.
I've been
Oh,
to
hell yeah.
I've been
Hell yeah.
to Southport,
Southport.
bro.
Hands down, man.
I've been to
Hands down.
Southport to visit my brother. My brother had done at least 7.5, 8 years in Southport. I drove there in a snowstorm. It took me 7 hours to get there. I was in a Dodge Charger with low profile, 20 rims in a snowstorm. I left straight from the bar, drunk, going to, I'm telling you, these are facts. I went to see my brother in Southport. It was the worst place I could imagine. As we walking up, you could hear the inmate. As you walking through the administration building, you can hear the inmate, put up, like you can hear them yelling. And then once you get in there, and you visiting them, the inmates are in they locked up still in. Man, listen, the inmate. I'm looking at these guys like these guys is. What have they done to get here? They had a like 3 gay people in there. Like the guy had some testosterone in him. My brother say he cuts people all day. He's gay, but he be cutting people. You know what I'm saying? He telling me that. He said, "Oh, he said, don't keep staring at him, man. Don't be staring at people." Because I'm like, what was it? What did he look like? Like a little like a dumbass. And but it was crazy, man, because everybody that was what made it so crazy for me. What make the visiting room so crazy to me when I go visit my brother, I've been to Attica too. That shit is like a castle. What makes the visiting room so crazy is that no matter how violent these inmates are, when it comes to the visiting room, it seems like that's where they find their peace at. You know, they're not making eye contact with each other. They only focused on the visit. That's always been the case. I used to always say, why aren't these guys killing each other in the visiting room? You get what I'm saying, right? Nobody's worried about nobody taking eye contact. Everybody's focused on their business.
Because you know what? It's that code. They are civilians. Anything on that visiting floor is sacred. You understand? People got their kids up there. It's almost like a mob rule. You don't bring in no wife and no children into your situation. You understand what I'm saying? Definitely Attica. Definitely fam. Definitely. It's definitely one of those two. Believe that. You know what I mean? But Southport is just, it's different, man. Like I was never in Southport, thank God, man. Like most of the time when you in Southport, that means, dude, you got a long time in jail, like, or you got a lot of new charges. Like that means, yo, they consider you like when you in Southport, you're an animal. That's what they consider. Cause even when you in the wreck, you in the cage by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And as you see all these little cages like that, shit just looks crazy. And they be wilding there, throwing piss and shit, making like shit in the bottle, throwing it on nurses, getting mad time for throwing, because you get time for throwing feces. That's like assault charge. So you could get extra time for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, Southport, man. Southport, Attica, you know, the Maxes, man. Clinton, Comstock, Kawasaki, Greenhaven, man. Greenhaven is all right because it's close to the city, so they could consider like an honor jail. Wendy's is kind of like an honor. Sing Sing is wild. Well, it was wild. I don't know about now. Yeah, I mean, the Max is what it is, man. You know what I mean?
My brother said Attica, the bell Attica was constantly going. I used to visit my man. This is how dumb I am, y'all. I used to visit my brother, and I would ask him about prison like a dummy. He want to talk about girls who got fat ass, all that. I'm saying, yo, bro. So what happened when you was at Clinton on the Hill? How that situation? I know he like this dumb ass dude asking about. I was so dumb though, like I was so interested in that culture. Get what I'm saying? So I would always ask him, like, yo, handle my business. That's it. How about what Juanita? How big is that ass now? Like, he didn't want to get that, you know. And but Attica, man, that place, man, like a castle. And one thing about Attica, they didn't let me in. I took the 10-hour bus ride on the little bus thing. My ID was expired. I knew it the whole time. I'm on the bus trying to fix it. I get to Attica. They say, this ID is expired. I came all the way from Florida. I started getting real loud. My mother went in to visit. My brother said, hey, Mom, tell Zeke next time, do not get loud with the guards because they're going to take it out on me. This is his exact words. The guards beat my brother up so bad at Attica, Southport, that he had to deny visits. This is a lifer denying visits to his mother. That's how bad they beat him up. It was crazy, man. How much longer your brother got? My brother has New York State do their sentences like parameters. They might give you 1 to 3, 2 to 4. Florida give you what you got. You got 3. You got 2 years, 8 months, 6 days. My brother got an 18 to life sentence. So his max is life, but he went to 2 parole boards and he missed them. So he got his reappearance in 2 more years. But like I said, my brother got into the incident with the Trinitarios and the blood that tried to jump him. That was a month before his parole.
I fucked him up.
They didn't get him at that point though. But when he got away, he had there was winter time, so he had warmer layers on.
I mean they messed him up at the parole board.
At the parole board, yeah. So what he messed up at was he didn't mess up. After he got away and ran away from them, they tried to kill him. He seen one of them in the mess hall and he beat him up.
Can't let that kind of stuff ride. I talked to him a million times. He said, bro, I can't let that ride. I work in the mess hall. He's coming in the mess hall. I cannot let it ride. If I had a day left, I couldn't do it. Like, and my brother, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Even though he was optimistic about his parole hearing, he still kind of knew he wasn't going to get it. I know he did. He never admitted it to me, but I know he knew deep inside he wasn't getting paroled anyway. I'm going in on this. You get what I'm saying? If he knew he was going home, he probably would have did things different. But true or false, New York though, like when you have like an 18, like you're never gonna get out on those first couple paroles on a murder, right? Exactly.
Nah. Unless if there's two things. Obviously, if you was a turncoat, right? You know, they put you on the street, see who else you can muster up into the system with you. And second, if they know you're affiliated or anything like that, calling shots, they want to get more people in. So they'll let you out knowing that you connected to mad people on the street. So now they know the feds let you out, keep an eye on you the whole time you come out. And now they wait, and now they see who you interact with. Now they like, oh shit, we let this one out who we shouldn't have let out, but now we gaining 50. Like think think about it. How is all these gangs, right? Like in New York, they be sweeping. Like I feel like you hear like 50 people getting arrested. How do you think they got arrested? You understand what I'm saying? They had to watch somebody, and the easiest person to watch is the person they let go from prison. Because now he reports to parole. You know what I'm saying? Like he's tied in, so they let them out. Like, you know, now if you like a nobody to them, you're not connected, they might just smack the shit out of you just because they're like, oh well, he's useless. Like you know what I mean, we'll use his crime and we'll just smack him until you got like 30 years in. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wow. Yo, let me tell you something. And off that, what you just said with your brother, when I was in the boot camp shit, and when dudes got the 3 months instead of the 2 years, yo, I seen them do it with like a week left to graduate from the boot camp shit. The nigga got into a fight, they shit that nigga out. He had to do the 2 years, the 3 months or whatever didn't even count. He had to restart. I think he had to restart a time up and do the 2 years in the state joint. You know what I mean? Like that shit happens a lot. Like that's why I'm glad that they kind of shit me out when I made my board at Eastern Annex. They shit me out and they sent me to Sullivan, the max for like transit. So I didn't even say that. I actually seen. So there was a murderer back in the 73 or 77 called the Son of Sam.
Staticky, it's real staticky.
Yeah, you hear me?
Staticky, nah.
Now you don't hear me?
Real staticky still.
Real staticky? I don't know what happened. You found out they tapped in. Hold on.
Am I staticky?
Yeah, I don't know why, y'all.
I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't know. We was fine, y'all. Don't know what the hell happened.
We was rocking. Yeah, we was rocking. Listen, we're gonna go. I'm gonna post a community post tomorrow. What time we going live? We're gonna be going live.
Yeah, I definitely let you know because I got like a few things might be lined up for the channel. So I'll let you know. I'll get back to you on that though what time. But definitely tomorrow, we can definitely do it. Yo. Yo.
My bad. Y'all in there? Yo, Latin Pain was good. Technical difficulties. I apologize. Can y'all hear me? Hey, though. Okay. What's going on? I appreciate all the love, man. We're ready to close this one out. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. It was all love, man. This page is building, and it could not build without you guys. Make sure y'all go like and subscribe to my boy Lyte page, the I Talk podcast. If they only knew, they interview people that have been through the Department of Corrections, and they also tell their own stories. Shout out to Real Life, Real Spit with Latin Pain. Shout out to HNIC Forever. Shout out to Alexander Litvan. Shout out to the Winchesters, my wife. Shout out to Mo Caddy. Shout out to Mastermind. Shout out to Panoramax. Shout out to John Bartell. Who else I missed? Feeling Froggy. Shout out to Blanco TV. Dominican Stand Up. Shout out to my boy GMB Jeff. Brooklyn. East New York on the check-in. Shout out to my boy Chris Abbott. Chris always showing love. Facts. Anthony Mackey. Salute. Wow, that's crazy. Trinitarios jumped the blood leader. Who else? Who else before I get up out of here? I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Salute.